Hey, welcome to Watch Nate Watch, where originality comes to die. Today we are reacting to the hot new track from the boys. Well, the non-binaries, the non-gendered. Anyway, from the amazing people at the Living Tombstone. Good friends, good peeps, always make bops. I will say, before you watch this video, make sure you go watch the original because we don't want to steal views because that's a bad thing to do. So watch the original, link down below, and then come back to see what I think because that's important, I guess. Let's go. Oh, and like, comment, subscribe, or whatever. Visuals, as always, are amazing. Ooh, this is upbeat. Oh, maybe not. Dude, right off the bat, the visuals are absolutely incredible. I'm always so impressed of what this team is able to pull off. It's crazy. Cool. Big drums. Big echoed drums. Dude, this like pseudo 3D comic visual is so beautiful. The vibe of this is a lot more, it's a lot more ambient. It's a lot more vibey. It's a lot more atmospheric, which I personally really enjoy. That's more what I've been vibing to. I think I've had enough of like really just drivey, overly upbeat stuff. Ooh, good transition. I'm not really talking about the music though. Okay, this is one thing I will say, and again, these are just opinions. I'm gonna, I'm just gonna say, first of all, everybody who works on this, everyone's absolutely amazing. One thing that is always a bit jarring about the about Living Tombstone songs is the I forget the word for it, but it's the vocal flow. The lyrics do not sound organic, if that makes sense. And which this makes sense because I believe Yoav's second language is English. So that right there makes a lot of sense. But that is something I see a lot in this field is the flow of vocals and words do not feel like natural sentences. And it makes it a little bit harder to naturally follow along. And it kind of makes me overly focus on the emphasis.
Everything is a problem. There was a poison in the air. Despair is an eternal light. You're losing it all. You've been blinded by stardom. You think that you're alone, but we are waiting for you every night.
This is cool though. Yeah, like now like 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, let me listen to that again. Now this comes from inside. Now like if you were to just say that as a sentence with that emphasis, like now this comes from inside. Now this comes from inside. Personally, I would have said like this comes from the inside. Because instead of being like, now this comes from inside, it sounds more natural to be like, this comes from the inside. Wait, yeah, this comes from now this comes from inside. Now this comes from the in. Yeah, to me, just like a couple words swapped around can go miles for the natural linguistic flow. That was cool. I like the flow of that a lot. Ooh, look at that thumbnail art right there. They knew exactly what they were doing. Look how emphasized the eyes are. Look at that. Hold on, let's see if we can get. Is there a point of eye contact? Because that's one of the big YouTube rule. Big eyes, big eye contact. Pretty close, pretty close. Okay, we bridging. Oh man, there's so many terms for specific effects that I don't know that I wish I did. It's all I can refer to as like the chip distortion, the low bit rate drive. Like, hold on, you can hear it in the higher frequencies. That. So cool. It's very, very 80s. God, that alone, look at the size of the team that makes this stuff. Absolutely insane. That was cool. That was really neat. This, again, I will keep emphasizing these opinions. I feel the visuals are significantly stronger than the song itself. And I'm not criticizing the song for being necessarily boring, because there's nothing wrong with an ambient vibe, but like, man, the song is cool compared to a lot of other Living Tombstone stuff. This was the most straightforward. This is definitely the least busy, which I can appreciate. If anything, that's the thing that I find maybe the most jarring about this. By the way, I like to nitpick and find the little things here and first, and then we bombard it with compliments. The visuals are so above and beyond and absolutely insane, and it very, very hardly contrasts how mellow the song is in comparison to a lot of their other stuff. Like, usually there's a ton of modulation, there's a ton of key changes, there's a lot of transition chords, melodies, stuff that really like forces you to pay attention. It catches you off guard. And this song, this is definitely more of a like background vibe song, which again, that's not a bad thing. It's just a matter of preference, and it's a different feel. The contrast with how attention grabbing the visuals are, if anything, to me, take away from the song itself. And it becomes more about the video than the song itself. And I totally get that, because with a lot of the stuff I do, I find that that's something I emphasize. And personally, I don't like having to do sometimes. But because this is YouTube, because this is about videos, about driving, clicks, about grabbing attention, especially with this being catered towards a much younger fan base, you got to do a lot of stuff like that. And it kind of overshadows the song itself, which to me is a very, very good song. As a personal production preference, maybe I would have mellowed out the tone of the video, maybe just a little bit. Now, with that said, the visuals are breathtaking. It's almost like I'm sure a lot of people said this because it's one of the only references. It has almost like a Spider-Verse feel. This kind of like between 2D and 3D hybrid with the comic print overlay. It's a living, moving, breathing comic. I love that. I thought that's such a cool decision. And as always, there's not much to say on the audio production side because it's always solid because Living Tombstones, they're like the best at what they do at as far as like, and no one can deny like the numbers are there. Pop FNAF songs, this is the big dog. Like this is best of the best, tippity top, like absolute emperor of this FNAF music empire. So like, what can be said other than, yeah, production's great. Mixing, mastering is awesome. I'm personally not a big fan of Vocaloid or Vocaloid-esque vocals. But I know that for this genre, it is appropriate. So I think the conclusion I draw is everything, maybe not negative, but everything that's even close to a criticism of this, I can only find are based on my personal preferences. So overall, I mean, that's another bop from the Tombstones. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for listening. Big shout out and congrats on the Security Breach song. I didn't even say it. I didn't even say the name of the song. This comes from Inside by the Living Tombstone. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that. And of course, have a day.